Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, 19th October 2017. I'm Fredicia Liburd. Nevis is now known as the most romantic island in the Caribbean. This is according to Chief Executive Officer at the Nevis Tourism Authority, NTA, Greg Phillip. Phillip uttered this statement in an interview with us here at the Department of Information earlier this week in speaking about the 4th Annual Travel Symposium of Romance, which runs from today 19th through to 23rd October 2017.
Over the years, many publications have said that Nevis is the most romantic island in the Caribbean, and they're really saying that for a number of different reasons. The type of things that have been happening on Nevis, in terms of things that the hotels and different stakeholders do to ensure that people can have a romantic time on the island. And in addition to that, it's also about the atmosphere that's on Nevis, the secluded beaches, the sort of romantic atmosphere that is possible once people are here for anything, any romance related thing, whether it be honeymoons, weddings, anniversary celebrations. So we have this great reputation for being the most romantic island in the Caribbean, and for us now, the onus is really on us to take the next step, which is to go get the business that the most romantic island in the Caribbean should get.
Phillip said that the NTA is using the symposium to build on the fact that the island is now known as the most romantic island in the Caribbean. Therefore, their efforts are directed at harnessing the business that Nevis should get as a result of this. The NTA executive added that the island is a destination which offers all that is necessary for romantic purposes, and over the past few years, they began taking specific actions to attract that demographic of the traveling public. Phillip said the authority continues to forge relationships which they believe will pay off because of the fact that the participants of the symposium are engulfed in everything that makes Nevis a romantic destination.
If they want to know what are the requirements for people to travel to Nevis to get married, we tell them about that. If they want to see iconic places on Nevis where people can get married, then we show them. We also introduce them to the stakeholders on Nevis. When I say the stakeholders, of course, we're not just speaking about the accommodation sector, being the hotels, guest houses, etc. We are also introducing them to people who are in the romance trade, suppliers in the romance trade. These are people who can do hair and makeup, who can do decor, who can shoot videos, take pictures. You name it, we introduce them to them, because ultimately what we do with these travel agents and travel professionals when they come, after they go through the entire process of this travel symposium of romance, we certify them as Nevis romance specialists, and that really means that they are fully equipped to sell Nevis as a romantic destination.
Chief Executive Officer at the Nevis Tourism Authority, Greg Phillip. The Right Honorable Right Excellent Dr. Sir Kennedy A. Simmons accepted an invitation from guidance counselor at the Ivor Walters Primary School to speak to the students of grade 6.
It does not matter what level of ability you have. If you try, if you get out there and compete, you can make a contribution to the class, you can make a contribution to the school, and ultimately you make a contribution to the country.
After his presentation to the students, they were given the opportunity to ask questions, and Sir Simmons graciously answered all of the questions by the students. Guidance counselor at the school, Chevon Lowe, expressed her thanks to Sir Simmons for sharing his knowledge with the students.
I'm sure the children would have learned a lot from your wealth of knowledge, your experience, your lifestyle that you would have shared with them. Am I right, children?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So is it everything that you expected?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, and more. Somebody said and more. Right, and more. So, on behalf of myself, now the guidance counselor, when I spoke with you, I was a grade 6 teacher. And the other 2 grade 6 teachers, Mrs. Clark and Ms. Brooks, the principal, Mrs. Janice Whittaker Richards, staff, students of the school, and especially grade 6, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you, and may God continue to bless you.
He was also presented with a token of appreciation by one of the grade 6 students. Sir Simmons journeyed to Nevis yesterday, Wednesday, 18th October, and was welcomed by the entire school, who, upon his arrival, sung the national anthem. The Department of Agriculture is hosting a food fair tomorrow, Friday, 20th October, at the George Mowbray Hanley Marketing Complex in Charlestown, beginning at 9 a.m. Deputy Director of the Department of Agriculture, Floyd Liebert, outlined some of the items that will be on sale tomorrow, Friday.
There will be choice cut meats from the abattoir. Some of those products that persons would have been sampling on Monday would be at that location also. We also would be serving lunch for that day. So we are encouraging the general public to come on out, come early. There'll be some mutton on sale also, and I know that mutton is a scarce commodity around Nevis. So we encourage the general public to come on out early, come and get your lunch with us at the Agriculture Department.
The agro-processing unit will also have on sale cassava bread and jerk pork. The food fair is a part of the activities for World Food Day, which was officially celebrated on Monday, 16th October. Still to come, Pink Lily's annual walkathon slated for Saturday, 21st October. The details when we return.
Known as Owali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. Officials in St. Kitts and Nevis will have a better idea of how climate change is impacting coastal areas and marine life within the Federation's nearshore waters, thanks to the USAID Climate Change Adaptation Program, CCAP. The CCAP will allow for the placement of 2 coral reef monitoring buoys that are called Coral Reef Early Warning System cruise stations. These stations contain sensors to monitor meteorological and air-based data such as wind speed, barometric pressure, and UV rays, as well as oceanographic sensors that measure salinity, sea temperature, and more. Coral reefs are vital as they contain the most diverse ecosystems on the planet. They also protect coastlines from the destructive force of wave action and tropical cyclones, as well as provide shelter for many marine organisms. Albert Jones, Instrumentation Officer at the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, based in Belize, and Dr. James Hendy, Director of the Ocean Chemistry and Ecosystem Division at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Atlantic Oceanographic and Meteorological Laboratory, are in St. Kitts and Nevis to spearhead the program's implementation. Cruise stations have already been established in waters around Puerto Rico, St. Croix, Jamaica, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Grand Cayman, Florida, and the Dominican Republic and Tobago. Dr. Hendy said that the phase focuses on Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. The information in the forecast will assist policymakers in developing national strategies and also inform regional responses to problems such as coral bleaching, which can precipitate the death of corals. The annual Latin Festival is scheduled to take place this weekend in St. Kitts. This year, the festival is bringing to Nevis a theatrical production titled Suddenly the Show, Super Catch the Impro, which will be performed by actors from the Puerto Rican League of Theatre Improvisation Corporation. The show will feature interactive dramatic performances and acts staged as a fight. The event will take place on Friday, October 20th, 7 p.m. at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. Admission is free to all. Tickets can be collected from the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation and the NEPAC office. The show is open to all ages. This will be the third year the festival is bringing a production to Nevis.
Okay, is this the face of stage 4 cancer? And it's 18 months ago that I was diagnosed, and I was given a rub on the shoulder and told to go home and be with my family and get my affairs in order. And I'm here today looking healthy, feeling vibrant, and never feeling sick. And so, it's really helping. I want to now change the perception, change the face of cancer, take away that fear factor, help to relieve the burden, and help to educate and inform people so that we can be empowered to take control and not just give away that control once we hear bad news.
Founder and Chief Executive Officer of the Pink Lily Cancer Care Foundation, Lee Paris Cambridge, speaking about her personal experience with cancer and why she has dedicated her life to assisting others in the fight against cancer. For the past 14 years, Pink Lily Cancer Care has hosted a walkathon in an effort to raise funds for the non-profit organization. This year is no different as the walk takes place this weekend.
Saturday the 21st of October is our walkathon, and we start at 6 a.m. from Chickenstone all the way down to Sunshines, and that's via the Island Main Road and coming through town, Samuel Hunkins Drive, onto the old hospital road, then past Pinny, the TDC on Pinnies, and onto the beach where we will be enjoying music from DJ Levy.
Persons can register and collect their items for the walkathon in the War Memorial Square in Charlestown tomorrow, Friday 20th, beginning at 10 a.m. Founder and CEO said the ultimate goal of the Pink Lily Cancer Care Foundation is to open a cancer care retreatment center on Nevis. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Freddie Silibert. Thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.